I want to ask you about Chris Young, though. When you're the architect of a team like this, he's allowed to spend money, but you and I both know there's one thing to spend and then spend wisely. The way he's constructed this team has been amazing.
Well, I think what he's done and what he represents. You know, here's a guy that was a major league pitcher. Went to Princeton, so he's got the Ivy League thing.
Smart guy, yeah.
But let's look at his resume a little bit. He was a VP of baseball operations for Major League Baseball. Did a fantastic job. It was a big loss for baseball when he took this job right here to be the general manager of the Texas Rangers. Well, first thing they do, go out and get Corey Seager and Marcus Semien. What are you doing? You got no pitching. What? So that was money? Well, then the Rangers fire the president, John Daniels. He takes over, and then all of a sudden, Chris Young becomes the new sheriff in town.
Nice.
And he takes over. And you know what he did? He went pitching. First, I'm going to go get Bruce Bochy, former catcher, great manager. Then I'm going to go get these pitchers. Now, DeGrom is injured, but he goes to get Nathan Eovaldi. And I remember doing hot stuff and going, they're going to win 2 out of 3 every weekend. That's what you got to do. That's the formula. How about the trade deadline? You get Scherzer, Montgomery, and Aroldis Chapman. That took him over the top. So he went, I'm going to go get pitching.
Yeah.
Because he knows from being on that bump, being a pitcher in enough conversations, enough meetings, been on enough teams, you don't win without great pitching. And you don't win without starting pitching that goes deep in the game. Yeah. You know, a lot of clubs have starting pitching, but they're throwing 3 and 4 innings. Some less than that. So what's that do? That taxes your bullpen. So he kind of did a hybrid of them all. I'm going to go with great starting pitching, see how deep that can take me, and I'm going to try to rebuild that bullpen. He redid the bullpen.
I think it was also strength in numbers, right? It wasn't like we need 5 starters. We need 8 starters. I'm not just going to get Scherzer. I'll get Montgomery as well. One guy hurt, one guy's been amazing.
Absolutely.
So it really does come down to the fact you've got quantity and quality. And, again, they had the offense. I know you love the Seager, Semien signings. Up the middle, $500 million with the pitching.
And then you got your young guys coming out of the minor league system.
Yeah.
You know, I remember Garcia was hitting in the middle of the order, and they weren't sure was he going to be a 7 or 8 guy in their lineup. But he was in their plans, and he blossomed. And all of a sudden, here comes Young, and now we're seeing Carter, and we're seeing
Josh Young.
Bubba Thompson was up early on. And how about the kid playing in the center field now? You got all these things going on, and then your catcher.
Jonah Heim.
I mean, your first baseman. I mean, you got all these young guys that you can build around that they all came on. But your pitching, I think, accelerated the process.
Yeah.
That's why the Rangers are here today. I don't even think Bruce Bochy was like, I'll take the job and we'll be in the World Series this year.
No way.
No, this is all accelerated because of the aggressiveness that they've done to the pitching staff. And I got to give their ownership all the credit in the world for saying, Chris, here's what you're going to do. We made some bold moves. We're not done. What else do you need? And they do everything big in Texas. And I'm telling you what, Mr. Davis did it big. Neil, you guys are doing your thing out there in Texas.
The highlight of this entire breakdown was clearly Harold doing the Southern accent.